And then once Norma closes the door, we will get started. And then before we get started, I better make sure my phone's off. You know, make sure our phones are off. Let's see. All right. Okay. Good evening. Good evening. All right. Well, good evening and welcome to the 250th volunteer, no, it's not 250 years, but welcome to our annual Hayward Volunteer Award ceremony. Let's give all of the honorees a big round of applause. Let's get started. Wanted to welcome everybody. My name is Mark Salinas, and I have the honor and the privilege of serving all of you as the mayor of the City of Hayward. I am accompanied up here next to me by Alameda County Supervisor, District 2, also former City Council member Alisa Marcus. So let's give Supervisor Marquez a big round of applause. We will be, of course, you're going to see all the council members come up, but before we do that, what I'd like to do is I'd like to formally introduce all of my colleagues on the City Council. Ladies and gentlemen, our Mayor Pro Tem, Council Member Julie Roach. Council Member Francisco Zermeño. Council Member Angela Andrews, Council Member Dan Goldstein, Council Member Ray Bonilla Jr. I think that was a former Tennyson high school teacher there, and then Council Member George Cyrup. Also, I wanted to quickly acknowledge, I did see a handful of area elected officials that represent the City of Hayward. The Chabot Las Positas Community College Board trustee who represents our district, Trustee Ector Garcia. Where's Hector? Right here. Eden Township Hospital District Director Sabrina Aranda. Where's Sabrina? There you are, she's back there. Hard Board Director Paul Hodges is there. Eden Township Healthcare District Director Mary Ellen Ferrer is here. And then, of course, Roxanne Lewis, of course, Roxanne Lewis. I apologize. From Eden Township, of course. One of those moments, yes, exactly. And also wanted to acknowledge our education partner, Superintendent of the Hayward Unified School District, Chen Wu Fernandez is here. Also, the president of Moreau Catholic High School, Dr. G. I just saw where's Dr. G's back there. The president and CEO of the Hayward Chamber of Commerce, Lucy Lopez, is over there. Of course, my immediate predecessor, Mayor Barbara Halliday, is there with her husband, Rick. And I think that is, and of course, ladies and gentlemen, I almost forgot, in mayor school, they teach you this in the first 1 hour in the program, always introduce your wife. Ladies and gentlemen, Letty Salinas. Where's Letty at? She's sitting over there. Wanted to, hopefully I got all the electeds in the room. I wanted to acknowledge our city staff, our executive team. I wanted to acknowledge our city manager, Dr. Ana Alvarez, sitting back there. Our Director of Development Services, Sarah Bowser, is there. Our Chief of Police, Brian Matthews, is there. We also, part of the police department's command staff, we have Captain Dan Olson is there. I'm just scanning the room. Who else? Oh, I'm just scanning the room. Who am I missing? Well, hold on. Before I get to Pam, who am I missing? Oh, of course, Gianti. Our library director, Gianti Adelman. And, you know, Director Adelman has had an incredibly busy day today. The library hosted well over 150 kids today for Bring Your Child to Work Day here in the city of Hayward. So all of City Hall was inundated with kids. So Director Adelman, you earned your pay today, for sure, for sure. Okay, with that, I am going to pass the mic to Supervisor Marquez and take it away.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, everyone. It's so good to be here with all of you. Again, my name is Alisa Marcus, and I have the honor and privilege to serve as your supervisor for the Alameda County Board of Supervisors. And this is one of my most favorite nights, probably for the last 10 years. So it's just really meaningful to me that we get together to honor and celebrate all of the amazing people that make Hayward special. As you know, this is a very dedicated community. We do everything we can to partner with one another to maximize resources, and we couldn't do that work without all of you volunteers. So just really excited to be here this evening to honor all of you. And of course, this evening would not be possible without the amazing committee that put on this event. So I want to make sure that they all get acknowledged. So when I say your name, if you could please stand up, and you don't have to hold applauses. You could yell, you could scream, you could shout. This is a time to celebrate and get excited. But I want to recognize Norma Dibb with the Hayward Unified School District. Zachary Ibati, who's probably running around making sure logistics are good, but let's give Zachary Ibati with the City of Hayward a huge round of applause. Zach, stand up. You have to be acknowledged. There's Zach in the background. Mary Ellen Faria with the Eden Health District board member. Our former mayor, Barbara Holliday. We also have Pat Hodges. Diane Lane couldn't be here with us tonight, but she's worked tremendously hard, and we wish her all the best as she is managing some health challenges right now. Also not here with us tonight for medical reasons is my district director, Rodney Lachey, but let's give Diane and Rodney a huge round of applause. Also want to acknowledge Petra Nesseth Steffes. Thank you so much. I know you are part of the Hayward Arts Council, and you've been on this committee for many, many years, so thank you for your commitment. Also want to acknowledge Larry Ratto. I don't see him, but let's give him a huge round of applause. He is a former council member, a Hayward Rotarian, and my former principal. Go Farmers. Also want to acknowledge Justin Redmond with the City of Hayward. Where's Justin? He's around here somewhere. There's Justin. Thank you. And of course, Letty Salinas. Thank you so much, Letty, for all of the tremendous work you do. Just want to give a gentle reminder that we have professional photographers and a videographer, so we're going to make sure that all of these moments are captured. Every honoree is going to get a link, so we're going to ask that we try to hold back on having tons of cameras come up here just so we can make the event flow a little bit easier. So it's now my honor to introduce our Mayor Pro Tem, Julie Roach, who's been a tremendous leader for Hayward, served on various boards and commissions, including the Planning Commission, before she was elected to the Hayward City Council. So let's give a warm welcome to our Mayor Pro Tem, Julie Roach.
Thank you, Supervisor Marquez. I am Julie Roach. I'm the Mayor Pro Tem here in Hayward, and it is my true honor to be here to celebrate all of these amazing volunteers. With my volunteers, some I know well, and two I'm getting to know. So I'm so honored to be able to introduce you to them and celebrate them tonight. I was asked by the mayor to give a quick shout out to Chabot College Media Team. They're the ones here videotaping video and documenting everything. So let's give a shout out to the Chabot kids tonight. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to start with, and I just wanted to give everyone a reminder with the honorees, if you'll listen to the bio, and then if the honoree could come up and we'll take a picture and do it that way. So the first person I want to introduce is Shu Ashida. Where is Shubi? Thank you. Go ahead and wait there, Shubi, and I'll read it and then come up afterwards. Just let me read it and then come up. Yeah, thanks. It is my pleasure to have gotten to know Shubi this last year. In 2020, Shu Ashida, who owns the Golden Safari restaurant in downtown Hayward, launched the Peace Haven, a nonprofit helping to provide food and meals to families, individuals, and organizations, including first responders, healthcare workers, and seniors, free of charge. Originally a delivery service, the Peace Haven opened a physical location called the Freedom Store to meet the community's needs during the COVID-19 pandemic. Whether it be children's and adults' apparel in the back corner, tampons and allergy medicines on the far right shelves, or frozen chicken, meat, and food in the freezer, everything in the store is free to the community. And I pass every morning on, 2 days a week, I think. I pass and I see everybody lining up. So you're truly meeting a need in Hayward. And I thank you. Please join me in congratulating Shu Ashida. Are we going to... So, are you going to come down and take a picture with us while we present these? Yeah, okay, great, thank you. This way. Congratulations, Shubi. The next person I'm going to introduce is Stanley Robert Cardera. Where is Stanley? Where is Stanley? Oh, right there. Hi, Stanley. Okay, good. I'm happy to get to know Stanley. I recently got to do a ride-along with Meals on Wheels, and so I'm so appreciative of the work that you've done for our seniors. Stanley Robert Cardera has been a dedicated volunteer delivery driver with SOS Meals on Wheels since 2016. The 67-year-old Hayward resident was an older adult college student when he had to pause school and volunteer work to undergo cancer treatment. To help with recovery, a counselor suggested he try an art class. There, Stanley developed a new passion for painting, which he's now using to benefit others. He continues to give back, selling his paintings at flea markets and donating the proceeds to Meals on Wheels. And while he no longer delivers meals, he has since returned to Meals on Wheels, where he packages meals in the kitchen. He says, "My legs and back can't handle the ups and downs of getting in and out of the car and going up and down stairs anymore. But I wanted to go back because I love the people, the energy, and everybody's really nice," he said. "I can't do it every day, but maybe I can do a day or two a week. I like to do something positive. I love the atmosphere, so I just look at the brighter side." I think this is a message we can all carry forward. Please join me in congratulating Robert Cardera. Please. Okay, now Mr. Robert Dalby, who I believe couldn't attend tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and read it, and we'll congratulate him anyway, and because I'm glad to celebrate him as well. The Lawyer in the Library program provided free legal consultations to library patrons. Volunteers came and went, but Robert Dalby, an attorney with Berg Injury Lawyers and a Golden State University School alum, was always the most reliable, patient, good-humored attorney that they ever worked with. The service Robert provided is hard to overrate. He helped immigrants, low-income seniors, families, entrepreneurs, and so many people with limited resources navigate our legal system. He provided reassurance, referrals, good, solid advice on where folks might stand with regard to the law. While this valuable service has come to an end, unfortunately, the library and its staff are immeasurably grateful to Robert Dalby for all the hours, thought, patience, and tremendous heart he put into his volunteer work. And as a fellow Golden Gate Law School alum, please join me in congratulating Mr. Dalby. Thank you. And finally, Tom Ferrer, who I've gotten to know really well over the last few years since we ran together during my cycle. Affectionately known as the Donut Guy, Tom Ferrer is the definition of a heart of Hayward. Tom's kindness, dedication, and willingness to serve others can be found in all he does. Tom was one of the founding members of Hayward Concerned Citizens because he saw the need in our city to give everyone the opportunity to voice their concerns, to provide a source of information for all of its residents, and to encourage the volunteerism of others. He has been a long-term member of the Keep Hayward Clean and Green Task Force, an ambassador for the Chamber of Commerce, and served on the Hayward Rotary Board of Directors. If you have driven around the city, you may have caught a glimpse of Tom picking up trash on his own time, often accompanied by one of his children. Please join me in congratulating a true public servant, Tom Ferrer. Thank you. And it is now my honor to turn the mic over to Councilmember Francisco Zermeño.
Buenas tardes. I'm very happy and very honored to recognize all of these volunteers. Volunteers make up the fabric of the heart of the Bay, Hayward. So I am going to recognize 4 individuals who are great, and the first one is actually my boss, one of my bosses. When Ector Garcia joined the Hayward Foundation for the Arts, HFA, 2 years ago, he became its treasurer. He developed payroll deduction that enables HUSD faculty to make monthly contributions to HFA. He educated a large following of his personal friends about the way HUSD arts program teaches students to think like professionals and prepares them for careers that will call upon their creativity and that they will love. He also recruits friends who support HFA and volunteers for the organization. Hector's warm personality and knowledge, I can attest to that personally. In 1996, he and I actually founded the Youth Mariachi program. All right. Students and community make him a powerfully effective volunteer for HFA and a towering example, although he's not that tall, of the kind of volunteer who makes Hayward a great place to live. Please, Hector, come on up. Carlo Garcia Cebrero, has been a dedicated volunteer with the Kids Breakfast Club, TKBC, for 4 incredible years. A senior in Mount Eden High School, Giancarlo has consistently gone above and beyond, giving up his spring and winter breaks to serve his community. All the excitement, that's what it's all about. And of course, we all appreciate somebody who works for the community, for the youth especially, so that's very, very important. Rising as early as 6 a.m. in the morning, he arrives at TKBC by 7 a.m., ready to cook and serve breakfast for Hayward kids and their families. Throughout the year, Giancarlo has mastered every aspect of the program, whether registering families, coordinating volunteers in the kitchen, or leading fun and engaging activities for children. He has done it all with professionalism, empathy, and a positive spirit. TKBC serves hundreds of its kids each program each season, and Giancarlo has been an essential part of the success. We also need to recognize Mayor Salinas, who's the director of Kids Breakfast Club. Volunteers like Giancarlo make him all the difference, ensuring that Hayward kids receive not just a meal, but also a warm, welcoming experience. His dedication and selflessness truly embody the spirit of service and the heart of the Bay, which is Hayward. Giancarlo, where are you? Come on over. Okay. I also want to now recognize somebody who I met a long time ago. Well, maybe not that long ago, but a real good guy, Goring. It's a French name, so I'm going to give it the French pronunciation, Goring. Okay. I grew up in Hayward, moved away, then moved back in 2013 when he saw the light. Oh, okay. For good. He became active in the community, supporting efforts to save Rudy Meadows, advocating for Bike Hayward, organizing free concerts with the Odd Fellows, joining the library commissioner, and co-founding the Hayward Lit Hop this Saturday. Come and join us. With the Hayward Techies and Makers Club, Carl proposed creating a marketplace at the Sun Gallery as a people's budget project in 2022. He made a video and outreached to win the community's vote, then joined the board and managed the project throughout 2023. Since Carl's return, now as treasurer, he has worked tirelessly to bring the gallery into sustainable financial path forward. Carl Goring truly embodies the heart of Hayward. Come on over, Carl. Love the hat. Thanks. 1, 2. Thank you. Thanks. See you Saturday.
See you Saturday.
Okay, before I pass the baton over to my colleague Andrews, I'm going to present Mary Otto. Mary Otto is a true heart of Hayward. Many volunteers in many departments in the Hayward Era Historical Society. Mary is a volunteer there. You can find Mary at Meek Mansion, where she serves as a docent once a month and assists in guided tours. You can also find her in the Historical Society's archives, cataloging and processing and accessing that help manage its growing collection. If there's an event or last-minute project, Mary is there to help. And you have ever visited Mahogany House at McMansion or at Christmas time, she has a hand in creating that magic that you experience. Beyond contributions to the organization, Mary is a wonderful friend who offers staff and fellow volunteers emotional support, creative ideas, and wisdom, and a proud resident of Hayward. Where are you, Mary? Come on over, Mary. I am pleased to pass the microphone baton to my colleague, Angela Andrews.
Good evening, everyone. So every person I'm presenting, I'm sure you can use their services. And the first one is Rita, because a little over 25 years ago, she became aware of unaware of a number of unwanted kittens in her neighborhood. So call Rita if you have any unwanted kittens. I'm sure she can help you out. No. I'm sure Animal Services would prefer for you to call them. So she decided to act. She began to humanely trap the cats, take them to a veterinarian clinic to get them spayed, neutered, vaccinated, and return them to their community. A process referred today as Trap, Neuter, Vaccinate, and Return, or TNVR. It is the most effective way of controlling and reducing cat populations. By addressing the root cause of overpopulation and supporting the well-being of cats, Rita has improved the lives of both the animals and the people who care for them. Rita's legacy in Hayward is a reminder of how one person's compassion and action can create a lasting, positive change for both animals and the people around them. So let's give a round of applause for Rita. Oh, she has please take a look at her sweatshirt here. She has cats on her sweatshirt. I love that. All right, let me get your. All right, here you go. Congratulations. Thank you. Next, we have Nicole Hunt. Nicole has been a guest speaker at Eden Council for Hope and Opportunity home buyer education workshops for over 5 years, volunteering her time to provide education to the communities of Echo Housing serves. Specifically, she teaches the realtor topics for the workshop, discussing types of sales, purchase agreement. I know, she teaches a lot. Types of properties, contingencies, and many other topics. A realtor since 2017, Nicole has a true passion for helping families become homeowners. Congratulations, Nicole Hunt.
Thank you. Oh, yeah.
I should do that.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. I'm sure Nicole has business cards, can teach you how to make your house smell like cookies, all those things. So please reach out to Nicole. All right, next is Pat Keithley. Pat Keithley is the word dynamo. She is the energy which keeps the Hill and Valley Club going. Hill and Valley, are you here? Are you out here tonight, Hill and Valley? All right. Pat joined the club in 2016 and has been a major contributor for the club. Pat is the club's treasurer, but her energy and enthusiasm powers the whole organization. She is the person who knows where everything is, how to get things done, and who takes over when no one else steps up. She has led the club through several successful fundraisers, and when the organization's rental chair had to step aside during a health emergency, Pat stepped up and filled the position for half a year. Pat's dedication as a service member of the Hill and Valley Club represents the heart of Hayward. Congratulations, Pat Keithley. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna stand right here. Okay. Give you the certificate.
Thank you.
you. So our next volunteer is Anita Kai, and Anita Kai has served as a board member for the East Bay Youth Orchestra and has volunteered to strengthen the organization, benefiting many Hayward students in the process. Her first full year with EBYO, Anita volunteered to be on the search committee for a new business manager. She set up account for the organization on Indeed, gave invaluable advice during the search, and served on the interview committee. Anita responded to the call for help with the annual Alameda County Community Food Bank food drive in November 22. In the 2 subsequent years, she headed up the food drive, picking up bags, bringing them to rehearsal to pass out, and then screened donations for expiration dates and suitability. Last November, she filled her car to the brim with 507 pounds of food. Wow, and handed it off to the food bank in person. Anita's thoroughness and dedication to EBYO epitomizes the heart of Hayward. Congratulations, Anita Kai. Congratulations, that's awesome. Thank you. And now I'll pass the mic to my colleague, Dan Goldstein.
Thank you. This is really such a special honor to be able to come up here and hand out awards to volunteers. Every community I've lived in, I have volunteered, and it's really the best way to get to know your community, right? But Hayward is special. There's just something so unique about our community here. I just love it. And I love to see so many people show up for the award ceremony. Isn't it something? It really is, right? So, yeah. I believe our city clerk, Miriam Lenz, has entered the room. Just want to acknowledge us and say hello and welcome. Thank you for coming. My first honoree tonight is Patricia P.J. Loveland. You're in the room here somewhere, right? Ah, very good. Hi. Patricia P.J. Loveland's positivity, resilience, and unwavering commitment to helping the blind and deaf community truly embodies the heart of Hayward. Oh, would he like? I'm okay with the competition, I really am. This year, PJ has volunteered over 100 hours with Krill Blind Services, assisting individuals with visual impairments through arts and crafts, cooking classes, field trips, and peer support groups. She also supports deaf and blind students in Chabot College's DSPS program, helping with class registration, resources, and on-campus tours. And despite facing personal challenges, including dyslexia and caring for a mentally delayed aunt, PJ remains an empathetic and patient volunteer. She learned ASL to support her hearing-impaired family members and is now working towards ASL certification to further assist the community. She is a vital part of Krill and an inspiration to all who know her, and her selflessness and ever-cheerful attitude are a treasure to Hayward. I'm guessing you have some fans in the room. Yeah? Oh.
There we go. All right. And one more. Thank you.
Okay, very nice. Thank you. Savitha Murthy. Yes, that's how you come into the room. Hi. In Savitha's own words, she says, "I have always wanted to leave the world at least a little bit better than I found it." Not only does Savitha talk the talk, she walks the walk. For many years, Savitha Murthy has been a pillar of the Hayward community and a coveted member of the 4 Cs of Alameda County Board of Directors since 2022. Lending her expertise to the leadership team, Savitha has been a pivotal member of the board and the programs committee. She has facilitated the donation of thousands of books for Hayward children. Savitha is always available to volunteer at 4 Cs events and always raises her hand when extra support is needed. The City of Hayward and 4 Cs of Alameda County are extraordinarily lucky to have volunteers like Savitha. Savitha, please.
Raise it up. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
And Penny Peck, are you in the room? Ah, nice, very nice. So the League of Women Voters Eden Area, LWVEA, is indeed fortunate to have Penny Peck as an active member. She has served in many important jobs in the Eden area, but her volunteer work over the years in the League shines brightly. And I think anyone who's ever been to any of their events probably knows that, and probably knows Penny. She has held the roles of chapter president, newsletter editor, and social media chair, as well as taking on other tasks. Most recently, she helped to curate questions for and moderate many LWVEA candidate forums. Her dedication to education and equity, as well as her warmth and openness, in Hayward and surrounding areas show how her heart beats for our community. Penny? And Dwight Reddell, are you in the room? Dwight? Ah, okay. Raise your hand a little higher. I'm having a hard time seeing you. Okay, just kidding. Dwight embodies the true spirit of community service. As Community Support Chair and Vice President of the Friends of FESCO Committee, Dwight has made an extraordinary impact in just 2 years with the organization. Despite his relatively short tenure, Dwight has become an indispensable member of the FESCO family, participating in all fundraising events and taking on critical volunteer roles that demonstrate his unwavering commitments to the organization's mission. His work has been instrumental in key projects like the FESCO Backpack Drive, Adopt a Family, and the FESCO Shuffle, helping homeless families move towards self-sufficiency. With his patience, compassion, and infectious smile, plus his ability to raise his hands really high, Dwight not only supported FESCO's organizational goals, but has also inspired others to get involved. He is a true heart of Hayward. Dwight, please come down.
One, two, three. Thank you.
And now my colleague, Ray Bonilla.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ray Bonilla, and it is certainly a pleasure to honor the volunteers here today. As you see from the signs behind me, volunteers are really the heart of Hayward. It's that heart that makes this city beat, and I just want to thank all of the volunteers for their great service and all of the honorees for your recognition today. But it is certainly an honor to recognize Marge Skacke. As a book lover and public library fan, Marge has supported the Hayward Library in many ways for many years. As a longtime member of the Hayward Library, of the Friends of the Hayward Library, she visits the library often to borrow, browse, volunteer, and donate. As major donors to the city's main library downtown, completed in 2019, she and her family have helped bring Hayward's library facilities up to 21st century standards. Marge can often be seen on Saturday mornings volunteering behind the counter in the Friends of the Library bookstore, where she recently played a role in the library promoting a TikTok video that drew millions of viewers. It is with my honor to recognize Marge. Excellent. Thank you so much, and congratulations. All right, this next awardee, you will not be seeing double. He's actually being awarded twice for some pretty magnificent volunteer work here in the city. It's an honor to recognize Jayendra Singh. He is being recognized first from the Hayward Literacy Plus Council. In 2019, Jay joined the Hayward Literacy Plus Council as a tutor. He was assigned by the library program coordinator, Michelle Gee, to teach English conversation circle learners at the Matt Jimenez Community Center. Michelle saw how dedicated Jay was to the program and invited him to join the Hayward Literacy Plus Council so that he could help advance literacy programs for the underprivileged in the Hayward community. Jay has assisted the Literacy Plus Council in helping the newsletter team produce and mail the newsletters, maintain the directory, the receipts and payments, develop strategies for Literacy Plus programs, and participate in fundraising activities. In 2019, when the Literacy Plus Council treasurer resigned, Jay was appointed to that role by the council. His trustworthiness and dependability have been indispensable to the organization and reflect the true heart of Hayward. Jay, come on up for your first award. Congratulations. All right, thank you. Don't go too far because I'm going to be talking about your next award next. So Jay is also being recognized this afternoon by Scholarship, Inc. Jay is the newest member of Scholarship, Inc., having served the group for approximately 5 years. Jay has helped Scholarship, Inc. join the Hayward Chamber of Commerce, is familiar with grant writing, and attends meetings and functions. As you also heard, he works with our Literacy Plus program. He was also able to give Scholarship, Inc.'s president an address list of Hayward businesses for their first newsletter. His extensive knowledge and connections in the Hayward community have made him an invaluable asset and an incredible asset to this organization. Jay, come on up for your award from Scholarships, Inc. All right, and last but not least of the awardees that I'll be recognizing, I'm recognizing next Gerald Thompson. Gerald is an award-winning oil painter whose art chronicles his world travel. In 2018, he received the Alameda County Arts Leadership Award for keeping art alive in the greater Hayward area through his volunteerism. Gerald is a founding member of the Hayward Foundation of the Hard Foundation Legacy Program. He has been on the Art Inc. Board of Directors and was instrumental in creating the Memorandum of Understanding with the Cache Valley Unified School District for the use of the Adobe Art Gallery. In 2024, he helped design the Art Inc. website. That year, he also revived and curated the area's art annual exhibit after a 6-year hiatus with sponsorship from the Hard Foundation. 42 artists participated and $1,250 in awards were presented, including awards donated by Gerald and Winifred Thompson in honor of their artistic mother, Yurfa Thompson and Margaret Robbins. With that, Gerald, please come up for your award. All right. Next, I would like to call up my colleague, Gerald Cyrup, to introduce the next honorees.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Gerald Cyrup, and I have the distinct pleasure and privilege of serving as one of your council members. This event is one of my favorite of the year. It's a manifestation of the old saying, it takes a village. You are our village, and our city wouldn't feel like a home without all of your efforts and the efforts of everyone here tonight. Tonight is just a small way of our city saying thank you, so congratulations to all the honorees. The first person that I'd like to honor is Michelle Thompson. Michelle Thompson has volunteered at Moreau Catholic for over 10 years, including as a booster member, a parent ambassador, a team parent, and an alumni representative on the Mission Integration Committee of the Board of Trustees. Michelle is reliable and generous. She makes the students and families Moreau serves and the school's staff feel genuinely supported. She communicates respectfully and candidly to help Moreau best serve its students and plan a successful future. Michelle is a gem who truly cares and does the work to show it. She reflects the heart of Hayward and the heart of Moreau Catholic High School. Please join me in congratulating Michelle. Congratulations. next honoree is Victoria Vivaldo. For more than 10 years, Victoria has volunteered her time, energy, and love to support students and families in the Hayward Unified School District. Victoria is a proud mother of 2 HUSD students. Her mission as a parent is to set an example for her children that focuses on serving and advocating for the needs of her community. She serves as an active parent ambassador for Cherryland Elementary, often volunteering at school events, supports the coordination of a school food pantry, is on the leadership team for Padres Unidos, and serves on the school site council and community schools committee. Whew, that's a lot. She is a prime example of a heart of Hayward, always seeking ways to get involved, be a supportive mother and role model for her children, and to inspire others around her. Please congratulate Victoria. Okay, before I read the next 2 names, I have to say, I know how this looks. And I want to set the record straight. I had no idea my parents were both being nominated by 2 different groups, and they also didn't know either until they found out from those groups. It was a secret to both of them, and still, I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to celebrate their achievements tonight. Our family has lived in Hayward for decades, and Hayward has been so good to us. Getting to celebrate this moment with my parents means the world to me. I wouldn't be standing here today if it weren't for them, and for the folks that aren't a fan of me or my politics, at least you know who to blame for that now. So moving on, Jeff Cyrup, retired hippie, former Gillig employee, and a graduate of Cal State Hayward. All right, it was a test and you all passed. When Jeff Cyrup's not meditating in the morning or writing at night, you'll find him scaling Carlos B to pick up trash and debris any day of the week. If you see him as you're going up or downhill, give him a wave or a thumbs up. Since joining the Adopt a Block program in 2022, Jeff has submitted over 150 Access Hayward requests. It's community members like my dad that contribute to making our place, Hayward, a fantastic city to live, work, and play. That's what makes Jeff Cyrup a heart of Hayward. Congratulations, Jeff. Raylynn Cyrup is a visual artist and has been an active member of the Hayward Arts Council since 1994. During her tenure as an HAC board member, she worked tirelessly to bring art into our community and create opportunities for artists to showcase and present their work. Ray has built partnerships with local businesses like Snappy's. April, say hi. And she's also curated galleries across the city, including downstairs right here at City Hall at the John O. Lake Galleria for both residents and city employees alike. If you've seen art downtown in the city of Hayward as you shop Hayward, odds are Ray Cyrup has had something to do with it. Ray works tirelessly to connect with community members across generations and diverse backgrounds. In 2023, Ray created the Family Fun free art classes in partnership with HAC, the Hayward Public Library, and Friends of the Hayward Public Library. These classes allow children and caregivers to learn art techniques and explore their creativity together in a friendly and inclusive environment. Ray's approach to building community through art is what makes her a heart of Hayward. Come down here, Mom. Yep. Thank you, everyone. And with that, I will turn it over to Hayward's Mayor, Mark Salinas.
Well, congratulations. Just a couple of observations. The Cyrup family is having quite a night. And all I can say is tonight, I think drinks are going to be on them at Buffalo Bills. So the other one is who's having quite a night tonight is the Sakai family, and Bob. You know, and I know Mr. Cobb is in the back and Ms. Lopez is in the back, but on Monday, Bob, bring your checkbook. If you're a Rotarian, you know, if you know. I know, I don't have my pen, I know. So, I am very pleased to, one of the very, rare things I get to do as a mayor is award the Mayor's Award for volunteer service. And it is the one thing that I think, I know Mayor Halliday has done it. It is that one award that we are very happy and very proud to give out. But I have to also say to all of the Mayor Award winners over the years, it's quite a flex. Let me tell you, if you go to Pete's tomorrow, you can say, do you know who I am? I'm the 2025-26 Mayor Volunteer Award winner, and you might get an upgrade in a latte. I'm just, Yeah, you might get an upgrade. But this year, it is my honor and my privilege to acknowledge Kamal Anna Dupree and 5 Sikh Siva. Let's give 5 Sikh Siva a big round of applause. This year's Mayor of Hayward Volunteer Award goes to Kamal Annampuri and 5 Sikh Siva and his incredible colleagues at 5 Sikh Siva. Their outstanding dedication to the City of Hayward and the Hayward Promise neighborhoods has made a profound impact, ensuring that children and families have access to essential nutrition. 5 Sikh Siva has been an instrumental force in the fight against child hunger in Hayward, and their unwavering commitment to serve is truly inspiring. On Tuesday night, we were talking about funding and the community grants awards that we were giving out. 5 Sikh Siva has served over 65,000 meals to Hayward kids and families in the city of Hayward, right? For years, 5 Sikh Siva has been a vital force in fighting food insecurity in Hayward, ensuring that children and families have access to nutritious meals. 3 years ago, they formally partnered with the Hayward Promise neighborhoods to expand their mission, focusing on connecting more Hayward kids and families to healthy foods. As a central partner in Hayward Promise neighborhoods, 5 Sikh Siva consistently provides hot, nutritious meals twice a month in the Jackson Triangle neighborhood, serving as a crucial lifeline for families in need. Their commitment extends beyond regular meal distributions. They have also partnered in the Hayward Promise neighborhoods Hayward Public Library Trunk or Treat event for the past 5 years. They have cooked and served meals for children to make sure they receive nourishment and support in the festive community setting. And to give you a little context, before I used to flex at the Kids Breakfast Club that we were serving Giancarlo, 500 to 1,000 kids, right? At the Hayward Public Library Trunk or Treat, there's at least 10,000 kids there. So that's quite a flex. It's quite a flex. Through their dedication, 5 Sikh Siva has cooked and distributed thousands of meals completely free of charge, directly benefiting Hayward's children and families. Their impact is driven by the generosity of donors as all proceeds go directly towards providing food. Their work is powered by volunteers, including local neighborhood promotoras, who give their time to distribute meals and strengthening their community. 5-6 Siva has transformed food access in Hayward, creating a lasting impact on the well-being of local families. Their innovative and compassionate approach has made a difference where it's most needed. The mayor's office is proud to recognize 5-6 Siva's unwavering commitment to feeding Hayward's children and families and sends a heart-filled congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give 5-6 Siva a big round of applause. And then, of course, one of the things we do, we have a tradition here in the city is I have a challenge coin, and challenge coins are given to those who exhibit and project leadership, courage, and service. And so here is a mayor's challenge coin. So thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Are you next? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Supervisor Marcus.
I'll leave it right there. Hello again. You guys having a good time? Thank you for your patience, and let's give it up again to all the honorees. They're doing a tremendous job here in our city, and it's just amazing to be here with their family to support all of their great work. I am now going to ask the Amaya family to please come up and stand up here with me so we can all thank you for the amazing work you've done for our community. So coming up is Maria and Alicia Amaya, as well as baby Andres, your husband Miguel, and your daughter, your sister Kimberly. They'd like to join us. Hi, Alicia. So let me tell you how remarkable this family is. This is a big decision. I have many decisions to make that impact nearly 1.7 million people in the county, but one of the best decisions I made was partnering with amazing community people such as the Maya family to ensure that we collectively did everything possible to save St. Rose Hospital, and they did it. So let's give them a huge round of applause. Do you remember that, Alicia? Do you remember advocating for the hospital? You did. You did a great job. So let me tell you about this remarkable family. Maria Amaya and her daughter Alicia are the honorees for the Supervisor Award this year. Their boundless compassion and advocacy for community truly reflect the heart of Hayward. Maria and Alicia, both raised in Hayward, love serving their community. Together, when Alicia was only a year old, she would go with her mom to pick up trash all over the city. She is now 8 and still enjoys doing cleanups. Her dedication to her community now extends far beyond just picking up trash. When Alicia was told of the possible closure of St. Rose Hospital, she passionately asked her mom, "What will happen to all the sick people?" St. Rose is only minutes from their home, and both mother and daughter were born at the hospital. They know the vital role St. Rose plays for their community. So mother and daughter jumped into an effort to stop the closure. The Amayas are among 30,000 patients, including thousands of low-income families who depend on the vital healthcare services provided at St. Rose every year, including its emergency room. Maria has passionately shared her family story with the media and the California Department of Justice to illustrate the critical importance of keeping the hospital open. In addition, Alicia also received care there for asthma. Both of Maria's parents received life-saving care at St. Rose during the height of the pandemic, where they were intubated for 2 months to treat collapsed lungs. During proceedings at the fate of the hospital, Alicia claimed with her own 3-word speech directly into the microphone, Save St. Rose. Do you remember how you did that, Alicia? Yeah? Do you want to show them? I'll do it with you. Do you want to do it? You want to try? Ready? Save St. Rose.
Save St. Rose.
That's right, and she did it. She made it happen. This young lady has powerful words and just full of so much hope, and we just want to thank her for all of the efforts. It's truly been a community effort, and just thank you for being vulnerable and for sharing your stories as a patient. It has made a tremendous impact, so let's give them a huge round of applause. Because of their efforts, the hospital is remaining open, so thank you and congratulations. I don't know if you want to say a few words, but you're more than welcome to. Just want to say thank you.
I want to say thank you. I love Hayward. I was born in Hayward. I don't plan to leave Hayward. Thank you for this award. You're doing amazing as a supervisor. You did a big role in keeping our hospital open, so thank you so much.
Congratulations, and now we'll take a photo. Now I'll call the mayor back up for another award. We're almost done, guys, and we're going to have a great time after, I promise. Thank you, Mayor. Here you go.
Thank you. Mr. Sakai, do you see what's on my lapel? Yeah. I want to thank the president of the Hayward Rotary, Mr. Kim Huggett, for making sure that all the Rotarians were on tip-top condition. Yes, St. Rose. St. Rose, absolutely important. I know a couple of young men who were born at St. Rose. Councilmember Bonilla, right? I don't know if you guys know this, but I was born at St. Rose Hospital. Yeah, I was. Okay. Our next honoree is the John Pappas Humanitarian Award. And this is arguably one of the most distinguished awards given in the city of Hayward. This year's awardee is Lonnie Lamido. Lonnie, let's give Lonnie a big round of applause. And while Kamal might be upgraded with a latte at Pete's, you can probably get upgraded to like another size with this one. Lonnie Lamido's infectious smile and positive energy brighten up any room she's in, and her dedication to Hayward and willingness to lend a helping hand have made her a leader in community service. Lonnie's work to promote literacy and the arts, support Hayward students, and uplifting the Asian and Pacific Islander community has left an indelible impact on the community and the city of Hayward. The city of Hayward is proud to recognize her as this year's John N. Pappas Humanitarian Award recipient. You can clap. That's all right. Originally from the Philippines, Lonnie has chosen Hayward as her home, and the entire community, but especially the staff of the Hayward Unified School District, is incredibly thankful to have her here. She was one of 26 members of the inaugural HUSD Parent Ambassador Program and is still an active participant, highlighting school activities, events, programs, and services to members of the HUSD community. In her capacity as a parent volunteer, Lonnie has traveled across the state and country championing HUSD's work. And as one of HUSD's leading parents in the Asian and Pacific Islander Community Initiative, Lonnie has helped create spaces to celebrate Asian and Pacific Islander culture and help student organizations like Winton Middle School Asian Pacific Islander Club thrive. In 2021, she joined the Hayward Arts Council Board of Directors. Under Lonnie's guidance, HAC implemented the first international online exhibition showcasing the works of Palawan Heritage Center indigenous artists Leonard Ensoing in the Philippines. Since then, 6 international artists have appeared on the HAC website. Her work for Hayward Literacy, her work for the Hayward Literacy Council as a tutor, as well as her efforts efforts to update the website, develop the organization's branding and logo, and maintain a social media presence have helped the council reach the community and support both childhood and adult literacy. A highlight of every autumn, Lonnie buys giant bags of candy and books to fill her trunk for the Hayward Trunk or Treat event at the library. And through candy might attract the crowd. And through candy, she attracts the crowds. She usually runs out of books first. But to us, that is emblematic of the gifts Lonnie has given to the community. Her passion for learning has inspired others to do the same. And it has all started with a community member asking for help, and Lonnie embracing the call to serve. For that, the City of Hayward is grateful for, and our community benefits for her contribution every day. We are also here. I know the Superintendent Chin Wu Fernandez is here, but also School Board Trustee Austin Bruckner Carrillo is here. Ladies and gentlemen, the John N. Pappas Award winner this year, Lonnie Lamido. Thank you. Can we cue the video for Lonnie? There's a video. Yes.
John Pappas achieved very much in his life and had a well-lived life and inspired others to strive for the same. Like Mr. Pappas, Lanny has a good sense of humor and that sets people at ease. I also think she shares a measure of the moral stature that he showed in his life. I met Lonnie a little over 10 years ago, ran into her in the literacy offices at the old library. Well, one day I noticed a new tutor. As the days went on, I had occasion to introduce myself. In the back of my mind, I was thinking, we need this excellent tutor on the Literacy Council. So I put her name forward and she attended a meeting and it really took off from there. Lanny has really been instrumental in bringing the Literacy Council up to date on the 21st century technology. Lanny helped the Literacy Council go online with the building of its first website and keeping it maintained and up to date. She does a fine job as a graphic and layout artist for the Council's quarterly newsletter and is the go-to person for the social media. She has really worked hard on the Council's logo and branding efforts. This last Tuesday, I happened to catch the City Council meeting and Ms. Adelman, the librarian, was asked about the literacy program at the library. And I was greatly interested when she shifted to the adult literacy. And she said, it is shocking how well they're doing. And that made me think, well, Lanny is still on the job.
So I've had the distinct honor of knowing Lonnie for the past 7 to 8 years. I met her when we started our inaugural year of the Parent Ambassador Program. She was one of the 25 parents that volunteered to sign up to be a leader in our community. And ever since then, our connection has grown and her commitment to the Hayward Unified School District and parent leadership has grown tremendously over the years. And I'm incredibly honored to know her and see her serve. We are grateful to have her as a parent leader in our school district. I believe that Lonnie deserves the John Pappas Award because she continues to always volunteer, take on any leadership opportunity that she's been given. And not only does she take it on, but she comes with new ideas. She has great energy. She has served on the Hayward District Advisory Committee, which is DAC, the Community Steering Committee for our Community Schools Initiative. She's part of Hayward Promise Neighborhood. She's also been the leader of our first Asian Pacific Islander Family Engagement Initiative across the district. She is not only leading it, but she is facilitating it. She gets in our keynote speakers every month. She always has such great energy, and again, we are excited for her to help us with that initiative across the district. Lonnie's biggest role in our school district has really been a parent ambassador and an advocate. She has traveled with our parent university team across the country and across the state of California, advocating for the work that we do in Hayward and really being a champion for the national model that we have here in Hayward Unified School District. She has co-presented with us. She has influenced other parents to get involved. And I think that that has been her greatest commitment to not just our Hayward Unified School District, to all parents in our community.
When I first hear Lonnie's name, I think about her dedication, her positivism, and her energy that is always so inspiring in everything she does. Lonnie has been instrumental in the implementation of the Hayward Arts Council International online exhibitions. She's been the liaison between Hayward Arts Council and the Palawan Heritage Museum in the Philippines, where we have sponsored exhibitions with indigenous artists. Lonnie volunteers for our art exhibitions and events and conducts fundraising initiatives with focus on supporting family, art classes, and activities. Her commitment to the Hayward Arts Council has been instrumental in creating impactful videos and promotional materials, sharing HAC's mission in social media and beyond. She's instrumental in the creation of Hayward Unified School District Asian Pacific Islander Community Initiative by creating opportunities for AAPI artists to show their work in a variety of events while empowering change through arts education.
I met Lonnie through working at Hayward Unified School District, supporting family engagement. It's only been wonderful experiences, in collaborating with Lonnie as one of our active parents in Hayward Unified. I think Lonnie deserves this award because she is such a creative person. In HUSD, I do partner with her as one of the lead parents in our Asian and Pacific Islander Community Initiative, and she always finds ways to integrate art and creativity, to create hands-on experiences for families. Most recently with our Moana-themed arts and crafts family night, we really wanted to provide a fun space, and she's just so quick to be creative and find ways to create unique experiences for families to have fun while incorporating her love of art. When I hear the word Lonnie, first thing that comes to mind is a smile, somebody who's just always so welcoming, willing to collaborate with you, somebody who's willing to work with you and find solutions and be creative and, give back to her community. Somebody who's just really dedicated to serving her community in any way that she can. She's someone that you can count on. Just want to say to Lonnie that she is one of a kind human, kind-hearted, as a parent advocate, leader in the school district, but also as somebody that's so giving and passionate about, really wanting to see positive outcomes for her entire community. So it's such a blessing to have somebody like her in the Hayward community.
Lonnie, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for everything that you have done for Hayward parents, for me as a person, as a friend. You are an incredible individual that I believe is so deserving of the John Pappas Award.
Congratulations, Lonnie. You're a dedicated and passionate advocate, community leader, and organizer, and I'm honored to recognize your contributions to our community.
How do I know the awardee? She is my mom, so I've known her my whole life, and it's been great so far. basically from the point we moved to Hayward, she's always been volunteering for anything and everything, and she's never shied away from helping someone who needed it. You've done so much for everyone in your life, and you've put so many other people before yourself. And so I hope now that, you know, your kids are getting older and I'm like in a position where you don't have to look after me as much, you know, I hope that you can get more time for yourself. I hope at this point you're not crying or anything like that, because I'm probably sitting right next to you and I don't know how to deal with that. But you really do deserve not only this award, but so much more recognition and like love and appreciation for all the things that you do, because honestly, all the things that you do, just trying to think about them makes my head spin. You've just done so much for everyone. All without ever expecting anything in return, which is crazy, but also incredible and admirable. So, thank you.
Congratulations, Lonnie. I don't think there's a dry eye in the room. And I'd like to invite you, if you'd like to say some remarks. We'd love to hear from you. And congratulations. And I'm going to add another context to your award. You truly have the best smile in Hayward, so congratulations, Lonnie.
Thank you. Oh, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much. I was like, where did they get all those pictures? I am profoundly humbled and honored to receive the John and Papa's Humanitarian Award this year. To be recognized for my unwavering passion for serving the Hayward community is truly a distinction. This award serves not only as a testament to my personal efforts, but also highlights the profound influence of collective action, volunteerism, and selflessness. I would like to dedicate this award to my fellow volunteers who are here and those many, many more who are out there, to my HUSD, my Hayward Unified School District family, my Hayward Literacy Plus Council family, my Hayward Arts Council family, and my AA, Asian American, Native Hawaiian, Pacific Islander community in Hayward. Thank you so much. Sabrina, Yeletza, and most of all, to my two remarkable children. Solomon cannot be here tonight because tonight is his premiere show of the play in UC Berkeley. He is a freshman student there. I express my heartfelt gratitude for all of you. And thank you again for this exceptional honor. Let us continue to be each other's keeper. Remain steady and hold the line. May peace be with us all, and again, enjoy the night.
Thank you, Lonnie, and congratulations, and thank you to your family for sharing you with all of us. We're truly grateful for that. I now want to cue up the video. The next honoree will be the Gail Still Lifetime Achievement Award to Robert Sakai. And for those of you that, let's give him a huge round of applause, yes. And for those of you that don't know, Gail Still was a former council member and former Board of Supervisor for District 2. So this is a Lifetime Legacy Award in memory of her. So we are now gonna watch a video, and then I'll share the remarks, and then Bob, if you'd like to come up, we'll hear from you at the end. Thank you.
Good evening. It is an honor to speak about my friend and tremendous community icon, Robert Sakai.
From the moment I met Bob, I found him to be one of the most genuine, kind, intelligent, and generous individuals I've known. I've known Bob for over 20 years, and we met through the Hayward Rotary Club. Bob's gifts and talents span over several organizations, but it's his involvement in Rotary that really exemplifies his true sense of community and his interest in serving those who are in need. Bob is very soft-spoken, but his opinion and expertise is often sought out in the Hayward Rotary Club. He served as the Rotary President from 2006 and was instrumental in opening and remodeling the Silver Pediatric Clinic. He has served on the investment committee since its inception of the Hayward Rotary Foundation, and currently our assets are now at $2 million. Much thanks to Bob's expertise. Bob is a member of the Hayward Rotary Grants Committee, and it provides funding to several organizations that focus on children and families in need. Bob also chairs the Speakers Committee and has brought several well-reputed individuals in to speak at our club. We are truly fortunate not only to have Bob, but to have Marge Sakai in all of our Rotary projects. She is there, along with Bob, to help with our literacy project, Child Spree, volunteering at the Row Ranch Rodeo, and Omelet Brunch. So, as buttoned up as Bob Sakai is, he has a wicked sense of humor. He loves to be part of a practical joke, and he was the champion of our ice cream eating competition in the Hayward Rotary Club. So if you know Bob, you know he loves desserts. He loves sweets, chocolates, donuts, you name it, he eats it. We don't know where it goes, but it's always fun to watch him eat because he starts with the dessert, then he goes to his main course, and then of course he goes back to a dessert. Where do you put it, Bob? It is truly rare to meet someone as respected and accomplished as you, Bob Sakai. You are a champion at giving back. We are so fortunate to have you a part of the Hayward community.
So I'm Diane Wong, Executive Director for JSA, and I know Bob Sakai because what he started in the 70s led to the organization I work for today. So in the 70s, he saw through personal experience that older adults didn't have an option for senior housing. And looking at what his friends and families were experiencing, he realized that there wasn't sort of a place that was trusted or culturally appropriate for them to live in. And so he wisely gathered people from a lot of different areas, and he worked with Eden Housing. He networked with all the Japanese organizations and developed this beautiful senior HUD housing, which has 100 units and it's still open. And that formation kind of led to JSA, which now serves over 600 people a year. I think Bob was just so smart in understanding socially what was going on in our communities then, because after the imprisonment experience of World War II, I think a lot of the Japanese seniors were not comfortable using community services, and that what was really needed was an organization that was culturally, linguistically sensitive and trustworthy, and that's what he helped create. You know, just not only that senior home, but later he helped create a home that had assisted living supports that really met additional needs of families. So Bob, you know, back to the 70s was so involved in starting all of these new efforts that stand today, but he continues to help JSA, and he's very involved in the community, and I think all of that stems from his family's history in the community. They've always been so committed to education and the Japanese American community, and he just carries that out beautifully. I just think Bob is the perfect candidate for this award, and you know, he's a great example of someone who just works so quietly, works away at something he's committed to, something that's really needed. In this day and age, it sort of seems like everyone wants to be loud and stand on top of the mountaintop, but Bob's that example of just steadily pulling in the right partners together and solving, you know, community issues and really being smart about creating something that'll last into the future. And we're just so glad what Bob did, pays itself forward a million times.
I met Bob in the 80s. Bob at the time was doing legal work for my father. We became friends after that. We attended Warrior games, Cal basketball games, Raider games. Since I've known Bob, he's always been involved with many nonprofits and foundations in the city. The two that I know the most is the Hayward Rotary and the Martin C. Kaufman Alameda County 100 Club. Martin C. Kaufman Alameda County 100 Club, we support the firefighters and police officers who serve in Alameda County. We provide benefits for the families of fallen officers and firefighters who are killed in the line of duty. We also provide scholarship benefits to the surviving children of the firefighter and police officers. And with Officer Lunger, both his daughters were in college at the time when he was killed in the line of duty, and Bob was instrumental with the club to provide them with benefits for their college education. I know some of you don't know this, but Bob was actually a boxer when he went to UC Berkeley. And I had happened to join a boxing class in Hayward. So Bob and I got talking, so I invited him down for a workout. So Bob and I are there working the mitts, punching the bag and that, and then our competitive spirits kicked in, and we said, well, let's spar a little bit. But we said no headshots, so we agreed. So Bob and I are going back and forth, and me being the amateur boxer, I accidentally hit Bob in the head. And in the end, I was lucky that I didn't hit the canvas after that. In closing, I'd like to say Bob has been a mentor and friend for over 40 years. And Bob has selflessly given back to the community of Hayward and is a well-deserving recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award.
What an impressive life. Thank you so much, Bob Sakai. I'm just going to add a few comments. We heard a lot in this amazing video, but just want to thank you for your vision and your leadership. It's so important that we honor our elders in our community. So thank you for having the foresight, the vision to make sure that there is a place that's culturally competent. So just thank you for doing that. You've been a tremendous role model as a Rotarian, just a longtime resident of Hayward. I'm still gonna consider myself young. I'm not 50 yet, so as long as I'm under 50, I'm young. So us younger folks just really respect your mentorship. You are a very thoughtful and quiet leader, but you are an effective leader. So just thank you for your years of service, commitment, and dedication. You truly are what makes Hayward special. So congratulations on receiving the Gail Still Lifetime Achievement Award. If you'd like to come up and say a few words, let's give Bob Sakai a huge round of applause.
Wow, this is, I'm floored, almost speechless, but unfortunately for you, I'm not totally speechless. I want to thank two of my, the people that were instrumental in my life, but I want to start with a story. When I was younger, I was an aerospace engineer working on satellite systems. But there was something gnawing at me, and I missed something. And I thought back, and I realized from my mother that what I was missing was involvement with the community. And my mother was always involved in the community. We grew roses, so everybody that were connected with me, like my teachers or my principals, she would give roses to them. Or if she ran into somebody at the track while she was walking, she would give them roses. And she was also very connected and involved with her church and the community. So that got me thinking, knowing about how important it is to be involved in the community. The second person that I look up to and thank for my interest in the community was the late Jack Smith. Jack was a well-known and very respected attorney in Hayward, but he was also a very involved community leader. He knew everybody in town. He knew candidates, he knew businesses, he knew families, and he used his time, his money, and his energy to support and encouraging his friends and clients to support community organizations like the Mount Eden Choir, or to support people that were running for a position and that he thought could help the community. And he was instrumental in having me join the Hayward Rotary Club and the 100 Club, and he allowed me to take time out of the workday to attend meetings and to work on these organizations. And for that, I have the greatest respect and thank Jack Smith. So, thank you. So thank you all for this award, and I appreciate the fact that we're all here working to make Hayward a better place to live, and I appreciate your efforts. Let's all work together and make it an even better place to live. Go Hayward!
Thank you, sir. Congratulations. A little bit of a small factoid. Hayward is the third largest city in Alameda County. We're the sixth largest city in the Bay Area. And the size of our city, the capacity of our city, stands up to a lot of large cities in the Bay Area. We're very lucky to have that. We're also very lucky to have the people that contribute so much into making sure that in our community, nobody, absolutely nobody, is left behind. And what I see in this room is that every day, rain or shine, weekends, weekdays, and it doesn't matter, every day we all step up and we all contribute something. And I think that that's really what makes this place such a special place. I want to congratulate everybody for all of their contributions, all of their service that you give to the city of Hayward. It does not go not noticed. So thank you very much. And I'll turn this over to Supervisor Marcus.
The funnest part of the evening, we get to go down and celebrate all of you. So I just want to, again, congratulate all the honorees. Thank you so much for making Hayward special. You truly are the hearts of Hayward. Let's give it up again one more time to our planning committee to make this event possible. Please join us downstairs. We have refreshments provided by Splurge Caterers, as well as a fun photo booth. So again, congratulations. Thank you all for joining us, and thank you for all you do for Hayward. Have a good night, everyone.